Hi, friends. It is almost Christmas Day. Can you believe it? We have waited a long time for this day to arrive. 2020 felt like Christmas was probably never going to come around, but it has. It's 2 days away, and and it's worth celebrating this year. It feels like it's even more worth celebrating this year than in other years, even because it's been a long year with plenty of challenges, plenty of struggles, and we are just thrilled to get to celebrate Christmas, and I hope that you are too. Christmas, I think, is synonymous with a lot of different themes. If you mention Christmas, there's maybe a lot of things like ideas and stuff that come to mind. Gift giving comes to mind. Family gatherings, feasting comes to mind. One of the things that comes to mind for me is light. And I think it's a pretty prominent theme when it comes to Christmas. Light is big, right? Candle lights, and people decorate their houses in light. And John in his gospel ties his Christmas story to light. Okay, so John even says, let me flip back to it here. John says, in him was life, and he's talking about Jesus. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. Okay, so this is John's Christmas story. Matthew has one, Luke has one. Mark doesn't really have a Christmas story. John ties his Christmas story to the light coming into a world of darkness, and he's picturing Jesus as the light of the world coming into a dark world. I think he has probably Isaiah chapter 9, when Isaiah says in verse 2, the people that walked in darkness have seen a tremendous light. This glorious light has come upon them. John actually says, though, that the darkness didn't even understand the light. He says that people saw the light and they turned away from it, like they went back to the dark corner. Can you imagine that? You're in a dark room and someone walks in with a flashlight. Are you running towards the corner? No, you're probably not running towards the corner. I'm not. I'm running towards the person with the flashlight. But John says the world turned away from the light. Yet, he says, to all who did receive him or who would receive him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. That's the gospel truth. So in other words, those who in this dark room see this light shining and they turn towards the light, there's salvation in store for them. To see the light as a way to life and truth is salvation. This ties into 2 Peter. 2 Peter has a verse on this very idea, this light shining in a dark place. He ties it to this idea of the prophets looking forward to Christ. He says, and we have the word of the prophets made more certain. And he says, you do well to pay attention to it as to a light shining in a dark place. We pay attention to what the prophets are saying as this light that's coming into this darkened world. It's showing a way to a day, he says, until the day dawns and the morning star rises in your hearts. So Scripture is pointing the way to see Jesus as this light that pours into our lives and gives us life and salvation. This is beautiful picture, this beautiful tie of light to Christmas. And maybe this Christmas, as you're driving around, you're looking at Christmas lights, or you notice a candle that's lit over in the corner. Maybe you'll think about that. Maybe you'll think about Jesus as this light come into the world, illuminating the way of salvation for God's people. Okay? Maybe lock that one away this Christmas. I hope you guys have a great Christmas. Hope you have a great time celebrating. We love you. God bless you guys.